Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are talking the skincare best in class. These are the top 3 products by each step of the skincare routine. I've been so fortunate over the past 18 months of having this skincare channel to have tried some amazing products, and some of them have transformed my skin and really streamlined my own routine, which is kind of what I want to share with you in today's video. I did think about doing as some other content creators have done here on YouTube and separating it video by video, like the best moisturisers, the best cleansers, the best serums, but I thought no, let's do it differently and let's do a best of video where it's all pulled together from start to finish of your routine in one single video. That's what I want to do today. So sit back, relax, and let's talk the best skincare of 2021. Now, I've got a lot to get through in this video, and so to kind of keep it under the 30-minute length, I want to cut the waffle and jump straight on into it. But before I do, I want you to sound off in the comment section below, what is your current holy grail, ride or die, must-have skincare favourite? So leave me a comment below. Whilst you're down there, these videos do take a bit of pulling together, so if you could give the video a like, a big thumbs up, honestly, I would love you forever. And let's jump straight on in with where any good routine needs to start, with an effective cleanse. I think I've got like 20 cleansers on the go at the moment, so it was really hard to streamline it down into my absolute favourites, but I've done that, and I'm going to call out 3 here. First is going to be the Juno Skin Clean 10 Balm. This is like Instagram sensation. Everybody's raving about this, so I tried it reluctantly, thinking, is it worth the hype? So worth it. It's only got 10 ingredients in, so if you're looking to cut back, minimize your total ingredients, this is a great product, and it melts everything off. It's also super affordable at I think it's $10, so you don't need to break the bank. You put this on your skin and it's gone with the dirt, the debris, multiple layers of SPF all disappear in an instant. It just melts it all off the skin and leaves you feeling really hydrated and just ready to start the rest of your routine. I'd say of all the cleansing balms I've tried this year, this is my favorite, and definitely was an easy one to choose for the top 3. Now, a couple of other cleansers I want to shout out is this. This is the Geek and Gorgeous Jelly Joker Cleanser. I adore this product because it's so inexpensive for the luxury feel that you get. It's bouncy, it feels bougie, it's got quite a unique texture. But whether you use it as a standalone cleanse or a second step in a double cleanse, gets it all off the skin and works super well at even tackling things such as waterproof makeup. I found this to be reasonably effective at tackling. I love it. It's formulated with panthenol to calm and soothe, and it's really that drugstore price point coupled with the unique luxury feel that made it worthy of a place in the top 3. Now, we talked about drugstore with Geek and Gorgeous. Now I'm going to go the other end. This is the NIOD Sanskrit Saponins. This is bougie. This is extra. Yes, you have to pay a slightly higher price point, but this is my luxury go-to when I want that spa feel. When I want to feel special and almost like I'm doing a bit of an at-home spa treatment, this is a cleanser I reach for because it feels like velvet and butter on the skin. It also is super effective and smells absolutely divine. This is a little bit up there in price, but actually, as a little bit of a side note, I did manage to get a 15% off discount code from Feel Unique, which is one of my favorite sites online anyway, and this means you can buy this with 15% off. It's not quite the 23% off you get in the November sale with Decium, but who doesn't love a bargain? So I have left this linked below, as I will all of the products, and I put the code down there if you do want to use it. But I always think for 15% off for 1 month only, you kind of might as well if you do want to try that product. But definitely worthy of a top place in the top 3. Now let's move on to exfoliators. I love a good exfoliation, and I have cut back a little bit in 2021. I used to exfoliate every day, and then I realized I didn't need to get all those great results. But still, when I do exfoliate, I reach for some of my cult favorites. First and foremost is this. This is the Ordinary Lactic Acid 10%. Now, I was super skeptical of trying lactic acid because it's quite gentle, which isn't always a bad thing, but I thought my skin needed robust, really hard-hitting exfoliation, and it really didn't. I got way more glow, luminosity, that lit from within glow that we all crave from switching to lactic acid. It's also humectant, so it won't leave you stripped and dried, and just feels so good on the skin. They do a 5% concentration I'd start with if you have very sensitive skin, but for everyone else, I think jump straight into the 10% and you'll get so many great benefits. Hydration, exfoliation, glow, all the good stuff, and I think this is like £6 here in the UK, so it costs basically drugstore prices to have that unique glow that I've struggled to find with other exfoliators. When it comes to blends, a lot of things, I think a trend in 2021 has been the exfoliator blend, which is where you take multiple acids and put them all together in a product. I enjoy that because I think you're getting multiple benefits from mixing things up, and the two that I'm going to call out to complete the top 3 exfoliators are this: the Glycolaxal Solution by Face Theory and the Geek and Gorgeous Calm Down. Now these are two on the 2 different spectrums. This is for the gentlest, the most sensitive skin, where you need to go gentle, little but often when it comes to exfoliation, because this has PHA, polyhydroxy acids, which are super huge molecule size for a really gentle exfoliation. You've also got a little salicylic acid in here to tackle the blackheads, and this is great for people that are looking for a gentle exfoliant but that still does the heavy lifting. This is the opposite end. This is a really high strength exfoliator, combining 8% glycolic acid, one of the strongest out there, with some lactic acid, some salicylic acid, a beautiful blend to just really get to grips with everything. I say this is fantastic if you have resilient skin that isn't prone to sensitivity, and maybe a little excess oil, because it will just help to mattify everything. This will be my go-to. For everyone else, either the lactic acid or the Calm Down by Geek and Gorgeous, total holy grails. Now, I'd say 2021 is the year I actually discovered toners in a meaningful way. Toners have been around for years, but as like someone that grew up in the 80s and 90s, I kind of got a bit scarred by the alcohol-filled astringent toners. I still associated toner with stripping, drying, and all the bad stuff. This just isn't the case now. Toners have so many great benefits, purposes, and I found some real cult holy grails this year, particularly out of the Korean market. If I had to choose my top 3, it was really difficult to select, but these are the 3 that I go for. First and foremost, the Isntree Green Tea Fresh Toner. Stunning if you have a little excess oil. If you're looking for a little bit of a mattifying, astringent product, but you don't want stripping, drying, 100% alcohol that we used to put up with in toners, this is a great option. It's blended with things which will mattify the skin, mop up the excess oil, but won't leave you stripped and dried. Absolutely love it. And the green tea is like a powerful antioxidant to just add some extra level of protection in. Love this. I also love, you guys knew this was coming. I'll do this quickly because you guys are probably screaming at the screen knowing what's coming. The Geek and Gorgeous Liquid Hydration. They now do it in a normal like dab on bottle, and they do a spray as well. This is the spray, but either of them are great. Panthenol to calm and soothe, amino acids to hydrate you to the gods. This is like the best hydrating toner I think I've used. And again, drugstore pricing, which I love. Then, if you want something a little extra, I think this is, of all toners I'm going to mention, this is the one that I think adds the sensorial and brings me back that calming vibes that I really, really love to see in my skincare routine. This is the Serums Falling into the Rose Mist. Now, it's toner, mist, they're kind of used interchangeably. This is a gorgeous spray, which smells divine and combines beautiful oils with botanical extracts, rose water to calm, to soothe, to hydrate. I use this when I'm feeling super, super dry. In the winter months, fantastic. In summer, when maybe I've got a little extra sun and it's drying my skin out just a little bit, this is what I reach for to reset everything, hydrate me, and that rose smells, so, so good. Honestly, I would definitely recommend you check this out. Give it a good shake before you use it to mix it all up. If you're a fan of rose, this is an absolute must. Now, let's talk serums. This was so difficult because honestly, I think serums, I could have chosen 20. Like, I've got 20 serums on the go that I mix and match depending on what my skin needs on that day, and I'm just a fangirl for the serum step. I have ones that add so much benefit. I have others I just really enjoy using, and so it was so difficult to trim it down to 3. And I know as soon as this goes up and you start mentioning your favourites below, I'll be kicking myself for excluding some of my absolute favourites. But I think these are the ones that I use most frequently in my routine. First and foremost is the Lumizalia Serum by Face Theory. This is an azelaic acid powerhouse. I think it was called out by Dr. Dre in one of her skincare videos maybe a couple of days ago, which actually made it go sold out, but it is now back in stock. I've got a code for Face Theory if you want to save yourself 25% off, which I'll leave up there. But this is one of the best formulated azelaic acids I've ever seen on the market. You've got 15% strength coupled with oatmeal to calm and soothe. It's got antioxidants in here, aloe vera to hydrate. It's just an all-round, like, stunning serum. If you kind of want to know why I love azelaic acid so much and go on about it so much, check out a recent video I did, which I'll leave a link to up there. It kind of explains what it can do for your skin. Honestly, I believe everyone needs an azelaic acid in their life. It's all about finding the right one, and this, I'd say, is one of the best. A serum which I think I got hooked on middle of last year, I've been using for a year, and I'm probably on like bottle 15, is this. This is the Hylamide Sub-Q Skin, a real powerful peptide blend. Again, peptides, azelaic acid, these are the two things that I think you need in your skincare routine to really be getting maximum benefits. And I've got Tom, who's a fantastic subscriber here on the channel, thank for this. He raved about it for months, and I finally dipped my toe into it, bought it, ordered it, loved it. And honestly, like I say, I'm on bottle, who knows by this point. I absolutely love it. A lot of people will say this versus the Neod Copper Amino Isolate Serum, which is also super popular. I like both. The only reason I chose this is I worked out which I bought most frequently, and it probably is this. But if you want to try the Copper Amino Isolate Serum and kind of want to know whether it's worth the hype, it definitely is, then again, I'll link it below and use that code because you can get 15% off. It's a bougie and expensive product, so I'd say do try it while you can get a little bit of a saving, because at full price, honestly, it is a little bit up there. Whereas the Hylamide is a little bit less expensive, so that's the reason I've justified this one in the top 3. Then finally, Neod Repigment. This is specific to me. I've got a lot of hyperpigmentation caused by acne, which just doesn't fade properly. I find as my skin profile has aged, my acne marks don't fade as quickly as they used to. This Holy Grail. If I get a zit, I wait for it to heal and then I start dabbing this on once it's got past that initial heal phase, and honestly it just eliminates any hyperpigmentation, keeps it all in check. And with the sunspots and dark spots that I have got in the skin, I just dab this on once a day, and honestly I found it's probably led to about a 60% improvement. It's small, but it's powerful and mighty. Again, not the cheapest product, but I do always say drugstore where you can, and most of the recommendations here today are drugstore, but sometimes it's worth paying a little bit extra to get a little bit extra. This is honestly the product that I think justifies a slightly higher price point. So good. Now, we're kind of at the business end of the routine. You've got your cleanser, you've exfoliated to glow to the gods, you've got a gorgeous toner in there, you've topped it up with some fantastic serums, and now that's really all to do is to add in a moisturiser and of course your SPF. So let's do moisturisers first. I'm actually cheating a little bit because I don't actually have 3 moisturisers I'm using day in, day out. I've got 2. Now, first and foremost, I'm going to call out this. This is the Stress Less Serum by Geek and Gorgeous. Not actually a moisturiser. This is technically a serum, but I find, because I have super oily, acne-prone skin, this is hydrating enough to use as a moisturiser. It's got beta-glucans in here to calm and soothe. So if you feel that after your routine, maybe your skin looks a little bit red, maybe you've still got a little bit of residual inflammation there after an exfoliation, just throw this into the mix, and honestly, it calms, it soothes. But if you have super oily skin like me, this is all the hydration you actually need. On those days where I want a little bit more, this is an old favourite. This is an old favourite. This is the Olay Beauty Fluid. Now, you can all read me to filth in the comment section below, because I know this is totally old school, old fashioned and all of that. But I think sometimes if it works, it works. And I discovered this while doing my vintage skincare video, which I'll link up there. That was so fun to watch, so definitely check it out. And I tried some old style skincare, and whilst not all of them have actually remained in my skincare routine, this is the one that I think of all of them I really liked. I just like the scent. It smells fresh, it smells summery, it's great, it's super affordable, and there's loads of product here, so you can be a bit lavish on those days you want to be, take it onto the neck, show the shoulders some love. It's just a really nice product, and these are the 2. On the days I'm super oily, this is enough. On the other days, I throw this on. There are, of course, so many other moisturisers out there, so leave me your favourites in the comment section, but these are the 2 that I reach for time in, time out. And now, let's shoot for the final step. We've got everything done. Our skin should be looking gorgeous, balanced, fabulous, everything should be going well, and now we just need to protect it from everything that's going on externally, from the UV rays, UVB, UVA, all of the stuff that could damage our skin. Of course, we're talking sunscreen, and I've got 3. These are the 3 that I think are most on rotation, with one honourable mention that I'm going to come on to at the end. First and foremost, for those heavy duty days, this is the Skinny's Sun Gel SPF 30. They do a 50, which I think they call Conquer, so 50 when I'm at the beach and I really need that high SPF protection. Day in, day out, I use this. Fantastic if you have dry skin, because it's formulated with shea butter, so it's really nourishing, really beautifully hydrating on the skin, and I just think a really nice way to finish everything. If I use this sunscreen, I skip the moisturiser, because it's kind of a moisturiser and sunscreen all in one. But I love Skinny's. They're such a great brand. Cruelty free, as are most of the mentions that I've made today. They've also got great environmental standards, and I just think such a great brand. I honestly can't fangirl about them enough. I'm then going to come on to Make Prem. I could have actually mentioned Make Prem in quite a few steps in this video because I do love so many of their products from the toners and the serums, but their standout for me is this. This is the Make Prem UV Defense Me Fluid. This is the new version. It's a hybrid sunscreen. It combines chemical and mineral filters to just give you everything you need. I find this doesn't leave too much of a white cast unless you have very deep, dark and rich skin tones, in which case this might not be applicable for you, and I go for one of the other two mentions I'm making today. For everyone else, this is a fantastic product. Formulated well, tried, tested, independently verified, as are all the recommendations. And it also includes ceramides, which you don't often see in sunscreens. So if you want a ceramide fix, this is a really great option for you. Then finally, I'm going to come on to this. This is the Biore UV Essence, which I used to love, and I still do, but it's quite heavy on the alcohol. So I use this on the days where I'm feeling super oily and like nothing can mattify my skin. I use this and I do genuinely find it's the best product for oily skin on those summer days. Just be mindful, if you don't want fragrance, stay away from this because it's quite fragrance heavy, and it does have a lot of denatured alcohol in there, which means it's great if you have oily skin. But for other skin types, it might be a little bit drying, so bear that in mind. I said I'd come on to one honourable mention to finish the video, and I'm calling out the NIOD Survival 30. This combines antioxidants with sunscreen and just all of the good stuff. The reason I'm including it as an honourable mention is because it's a bit up there in price point. Whereas the other ones are super affordable, so you can be lavish, you can put a really thick layer on and it's all good. I think with the NIOD, you use it a bit more sparingly because of that higher price point. So I save it for those days where I want all that protection, but maybe it's a day sunscreen. I don't want, I'm not going out, maybe running a few errands, but nothing too intense. Then I'll use the NIOD Survival 30 because it genuinely feels like you're wearing nothing on the skin, and every day is a good skin day with that product. So an honourable mention and one that I definitely reach for. Now before I close this video, a lot of people will be shouting, what about the eyes, the lips, do they get no love? And I do get that. I tend not to use a whole lot of eye creams because I tend to just use the other products under the eye area where I can. Same with the lip. I don't have super dry lips, and so I don't always reach for a lip product. But to be honest, the two that I reach for and have in my collection every single day are the Q&A. This is the Caffeine Eye Serum. This is the Licorice Lip Oil. Both rollable, super convenient. You can put them in your purse for when you want to use them. And I say I love them. These are like £3 each. Super affordable. I don't have a whole lot of recommendations to give for these style of products, so I'd love to know what your lip and eye recommendations are below. But these are the two that are with me day in, day out, just in case I do need them. So there you have it, guys. The best in show when it comes to skincare. I wanted to condense it all down in one video so we can just fangirl in one single point where we can know about the best steps as we work through the routine. This might have given you some inspiration to, maybe mix up some things in your own routine, or might help you to piece together, because I would layer them in the order in which I've gone through them in this video. So hopefully that might help you with a little bit of skincare layering at the same time. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.